Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video on my foundation routine. Not just my foundation routine, but foundation, concealer, highlight, contour, just my whole face routine in general, excluding the eyes. No eye makeup today. I did all of that off camera, but I just wanted to show you my everyday foundation routine for what I do when I'm wearing a full face of makeup, especially if you're oily, acne prone. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see what I've been doing for my lovely little face here, then just keep watching. I don't have any foundation on my face right now, so I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a closer look on how my skin is. If you look really closely, you'll see that I have redness around my nose, in between my eyebrows, you know, the typical spots that you get redness, and then I do have like some scars here on my face from acne scars, and then on this side I have a lovely little friend right here. I have more acne scarring over here. So I have oily, acne prone skin. You know, I like to cover everything but still feel lightweight, you know what I mean? And I do like to try to kind of mattify my skin, but I still want to look highlighted in certain areas. Like, I don't want to look completely flat, you know what I mean? The current foundation that I've been loving has been the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation. I have the one for normal to oily, which is, you know, hence the matte and poreless. Mine's in the color Classic Ivory 120. I was really surprised that I liked this foundation because the original Fit Me foundation I wasn't that fond of, and this one for some reason feels completely different. Like, this feels it feels fine. Like, I feel like my face doesn't look too matte, but it looks just regular. It just looks normal. It doesn't look too dewy. It doesn't look insanely matte. It's more like a semi-matte. That's what I would call it, a semi-matte finish. The primer that I've been using to smooth out my pores, I don't know if you can see, I do have pretty like decent sized pores on here, just like in this area, and I like to smooth them out. So I have been using, I don't know if I've talked about this on camera, I don't think I have. This is the Garnier 5-Second Blur Skin Renew Instant Smoother. I don't believe this is a primer, but it wears really well under makeup, and I really like it. It really smooths out my skin, and it kind of has that silicone feel. I did have, by the way, I did have an eye cream on. I always make sure to put an eye cream on when I'm doing my moisturizer for my face, because your concealer and, you know, whatever it is you put under your eyes, it will go on so much better. Like, I have found that when I don't use an eye cream, first of all, it looks really cakey, and like it just doesn't look smooth. It looks just cakey under my eyes. So the way I have found to put on my foundation the best, so first grabbing the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, put it on my finger, and I kind of start almost like spreading it out in a way, but not really. One thing that I can also say that I have realized is it's a lot more, your under eye concealer will come out a lot more smoothly and a lot less cakey, and it will like not crease as much if you don't. I just think you should just avoid the under eye area with foundation. I used to put foundation under my eyes because that's just how I did it. I would just swipe it real quick under my eye and then put my concealer on over and la-di-da-di-da. And I just wasn't liking how it looked. Plus, it will darken your under eye area because it's not brighter than your foundation. So that's just a little tip. So what I like to do first, probably should get my hair out of my way. What I like to do first is, let me get up close here. I just start pushing my foundation in. Especially if you have scarring, like actual indents, like I have. I have like little teeny indents on my face, just a couple of them on each cheek. I don't like to just swipe over it and buff at first because I want the foundation to be pushed into all my little crevices and whatever you want to call them. So that way it kind of gives it a smoother appearance because it kind of fills everything out. And also this primer does help with that. So I like to go in and push first because I placed the foundation where I wanted it and I want the coverage to stay. I would say that this foundation is a between medium and full. It is not full and it is not completely medium. I really would say it's right in the middle. But it's very buildable. Make sure to get all the way up to your hairline so that you don't have a line of demarcation. I feel like my skin is pretty evened out. You can see that, hopefully you can see that I just completely disregarded the under eye area. I kind of just go like this in this area, in this area, and I leave the under eye area alone because yeah, I just find that the concealer and powder and everything that I put under there looks 10 times better when I just only put that under there, nothing else. This is one of my main boos right here. Yeah, we're digging each other. Me and this guy love each other. This is the Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio Camouflage Concealer. This is in Fair. This one's very, very brightening. I love the consistency of it. It reminds me of MAC Prolonged Wear. I think I mentioned that in my top 10 drugstore, top 10 under 10 drugstore. I will leave that video down below if you want to see me go more in depth with it. So yeah, this is a really good one. I love how it has like a little bit of a like yellowy tinge to it, and I love the consistency. It's pretty full coverage. So that's the one I'm going to be using today, and I'm going to be using it with my trusty little Real Technique sponge that is damp. I wet it, you know, underwater, squeezed out the excess, and yeah, that's my favorite way to do my under eye concealer. So I do put kind of a hefty amount under there, and I like to bring it up towards my temples to give my face a lifted appearance and to help right here. I'm just kind of staying with this little shape. I'm not making it all perfect or anything, but I don't like to bring it down too far because I want to make my cheekbone right here pop outward. I will grab my NYX Mineral Set It Don't Fret It Matte Finishing Powder in the shade Light Medium. Set your concealer before making sure that there's no creases, and your concealer has already creased. You're literally setting the creases in place, and they won't move all day long. So Master Conceal, and boom! Bring it down to the chin. If you have a chin that you don't like, if you have anything on your face that you don't like, I probably look so weird right now. Whatever. Don't highlight it. My favorite contour brush at the moment is the Morphe E8. It is the perfect size to fit right here. Like, it's the perfect size to get a precise contour. I like to really contour precisely. Well, when I do like to contour precisely, I don't contour precisely every single day, but you know, when I do, I like to really make sure I'm getting in the hollows of my cheeks and cupping my cheek to make it pop out more, because I don't have, or at least, yeah, I don't feel like I have full enough cheeks, so I like to make them look more full. I go back and forth between a few products. So I like my contour shades to be more ashy undertoned. I don't like them to be really warm. I'd rather my bronzer be warm and my contour shade be cool toned. The e.l.f. Healthy Glow Bronzer in Warm Tan. And this does have a sheen to it. Like you could use this as like a eyeshadow. Hopefully you can see what that looks like. It's right here. It has a sheen to it, but somehow it works if placed in the correct area. So let me show you how I use it. I grab my Morphe E8 brush and I swirl it around, tap off the excess, a lot of excess there, and I go up here to the top of my ear. I like to cheat it a little bit higher because if you go lower, it will make your face appear more saggy. Also, I see a lot of people that go and really make like an insanely straight line. I find that that's not flattering on most people. That's just my opinion. But make sure that regardless of your face shape, that you're going towards the corner of your lip. Sometimes I'll see people go this way, and that will make your face look very old and pulled down. So that's just my little tip. That's what I have seen works best on most people. So I'm going to take this, bring it right up here, and I'm just going to lightly, with a very light hand, start cupping. Sometimes I'll even smile so I can see where I'm cupping it. And then I'll kind of start pressing or buffing upwards with the product. And then I'll kind of buff it around just a little bit. I don't want to go too crazy with it. Or take it again, tap it off, and I will just kind of go up here on the sides of the forehead and go right under the jawline and take it on the bottom of my chin. So I find that my face is a little bit longer. I like to shorten it a little. Okay guys, so that completes this everyday face routine that I do if I'm wearing a full face of makeup. I know it's a lot for some people, but this is just what I like to do when I'm wearing a full face of makeup. And maybe it's just because I'm used to it or something, but I find it to be pretty okay. It's not unbearable. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a few tricks or some tips or something like that that could help you with your everyday foundation routine or concealer routine. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!